We went to the wrong place first. Sometimes time is not on your side, and today it is not on our side.
No, I'm just hoping the gate's not shut.
It's pretty cool. I haven't seen this before anywhere we've been. Don't cry wolf.
Scared me.
People will chase after you in the woods. That's scary though.
Not cool.
You guys may remember in the last episode how I said basically all of my sensors except for the pressure tank are not working right, and they all either show 3/4 full or full. Here she is. Come give us the result.
We're here at Big Creek RV Park near Annapolis, Missouri. There's a ton of stuff within a short driving distance, so we're pretty excited about this week.
This is a super nice campground too, and it wasn't very expensive at all.
I think with our weekly discount, it came to about $39 a night, which is nothing. But we're here.
Yeah. Home for a week.
Home for a week.
So sometimes your best laid plans don't quite work out. We had an idea we were going to go to Johnson Shut-In State Park here in Missouri tonight after I got off work.
And we're very excited about it.
Yeah,
we're lost.
It looks awesome online, but there's like no real trail signs.
Why don't we go back where we were? We should have gotten a map from the radio station.
And here's the problem, because I'm working now, we're limited on time, and we had just enough time to come do the trail that we wanted to do, like literally just in time. We went to the wrong place first.
So we have 1 hour before they shut the gates. It says this, well, really any of the trails take 1.5 to 2 hours, which we know that they overestimate, but that still seems very close. So we've accepted the fact that maybe if we can just peek at it,
get a lay of the land,
and then come back with a better plan.
Yeah.
But we can't even do that.
If you've been watching for a while, this is not the first time we've done this.
That's a good start.
Well, we're on the trail, so that's a good start. So this whole thing's basically a swimming hole, but the actual shut-ins portion of it is a bunch of remnants from volcanic ash. So we're going to try to check that out as the clock ticks down. So the reason they call it a shut-in is it's a term for a narrow constriction in a gorge or in a stream. And this is all part of the Black River. This is kind of where it constricts down, so it's really pretty. This is nice.
The rocks almost have like a blue-gray tint to them. This boardwalk trail loops back to where we were, but we're running out of time. We could double back and go down to the access and like actually see the rocks.
Just hang out there for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
We won't have time to do any of the trails. This is like the overlook trail.
Sometimes time is not on your side, and today it is not on our side.
No, but supposedly with some of the trails you get to walk along bluffs and things like that, so we may have to come back, but we're gonna do more research before we do.
So this is where Angela gets to enjoy walking in the water, because I failed to bring water shoes.
Got your flip-flop.
This is not flip-flop appropriate.
You can feel it is real slick.
That's ostrich.
Ostrich water shoes. Ostrich water boots. You made it!
I made it, cowboy boots and all. Yeah, that's real deep out there.
That is deep. It's too deep for me.
It's very deep.
I feel like I pushed it already by not falling in.
That's why the camera's rolling. Just waiting on it. I wish I'd have brought swim trunks.
We have 12 minutes to get out the gate. And it's a long drive to the gate.
And it's a long walk to the truck.
I don't remember how far this was from here.
So we'll just do an overnight video if we end up staying in our truck in the state park.
Sleep over in the state park.
And we made it back to the truck.
We have 3 minutes to get out the gate.
I'm just glad we've got air conditioning because it got pretty sticky out there.
Right on the dot. Oh, wait a minute. We're not through the gate yet.
No, because I had to stop and get a map in case we have time to come back. We'll actually know where we're going this time.
At least it was free and we didn't waste money wandering around.
Nope, free parking, free everything. It's a beautiful place. I do wish they didn't close at 6 p.m. because there's still, you know, almost 2 hours of daylight left. Depending on what else we have scheduled this week, maybe we'll get to come back and see it a little better.
I'm just hoping the gate's not shut.
And we made it.
Woohoo! I have good news and bad news. Good news, I found some surprise candy hidden behind the baking soda box in the fridge. I don't know how long it's been in there. It's probably a very long time because I haven't bought that in a long time. Bad news is that I've already lost one of the pieces. I don't know where I put it. So maybe I'll find it again and it'll be exciting again.
So can I talk about what I came out here to talk about now?
Okay.
Well, here's a clue on what I'm going to talk about. You guys may remember in the last episode how I said basically all of my sensors except for the fresh tank are not working right and they all either show 3/4 full or full. In our last episode we talked about using the Thetford level gauge cleaner, so it definitely did not work for that. I flushed the black tank after we got here, still shows full. Literally you can take the hose off and leave the valve open and nothing at all drips out. Still shows full, which is not unexpected for a black tank. So now let's try the shower tank and see if it empties out. All right, so we're completely empty and I just set Ange inside to check the control panel. Here she is. Come give us the result. What does gray number 1 show?
2 dots.
And 1 dot's empty. Okay, so we followed the instructions to a T and treated gray tank 2, which is our kitchen tank, and I'll show you in the One Control app kind of what it looks like there. Gray tank 2, the kitchen tank, bone dry, shows full. The black tank, this is not a surprise, bone dry, shows full. The shower tank, which is now bone dry, shows 1/3 full, not empty. So out of all that treatment that we did, we got a little bit of an improvement on the shower tank. It's a half a bottle per 40 gallons, so I'm not sure I want to spend the money to get 2 or 3 more bottles to treat this thing again. I might. I know what the black tank is. I know I can go 7 to 9 days on that, but showers and dishwashing and stuff like that, our water usage varies quite a bit. So if you guys have a solution that actually works to make the gray tank sensors work right, let me know in the comments. I may just try it out and see if I can get this problem resolved. And if we choose to do this one more time, I'll let you know what the results from test number 2 is. But I wanted to take a second to remind you guys, if you've not checked out our merch store on Etsy, and we'll put a link in the description, this is your shot to get a 5 for 5 deal on some merch. We're gonna have stuff that's a little more fall and winter related since the seasons are about to change, so make sure to stay tuned and we'll let you know when that happens. But just make sure to go to our Etsy store and use the promo code below to get yourself 5% off for the next 5 days. You know what I really like so far about Missouri State Parks?
That they're free.
Except for everyone we've seen so far anyway has been free. So speaking of free Missouri State Parks, let's check out the Elephant Rocks.
So this state park has 2 really easy trails, which is right up our alley. You can do them both pretty quick. This first one is called Braille Trail, and it was specifically designed for people with visual and physical disabilities.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. So it actually started out with a Braille plaque, and then you're going to make your way through. It says it's only going to take us like 25 minutes, and you know they overestimate.
I'm lazy sometimes, and today's one of those days. Pretty cool. I haven't seen this before anywhere we've been. So notice these holes in the rock. These were drilled in the early 1800s to determine their mineral content and economic value. I thought they might be deeper. I thought they might be deeper than that. Quarry masters used to carve their names and dates into the rock when they graduated to master stonecutter status.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I guess what I think is 1895.
We found our friends. Not really, but our friends the Jenkins. We had to come see it.
I think this is probably about 200 years before their time, but it's still cool. What's up, Jenkins?
This is the Engine House Ruins Trail. And this thing was working in the 1800s, late 1800s, fixing rail engines. Then there's this rail that had cars rolling out of here in the early 1900s, like 1902. And it was hauling out granite, red granite.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the tracks are still here.
Yeah.
Or at least one of them.
I think there's some more down there. Okay, so I disappeared for a minute. I didn't think I was gonna find my way back to where you were, so I'm glad you found me. But I heard a kid say, "Help!" And so I take off in that direction, and there's a bunch of kids just kind of sitting around laughing. And I asked them, I'm like, "Did you hear that? Or is everybody okay over here?" And they said, "Yeah, we heard it over there." And so I kind of traipsed around, and then I heard them. It was them.
They were laughing about it, weren't they?
Yeah, little brats.
Yeah. Don't cry wolf.
Scared me.
People will chase after you in the woods.
Or they'll think like we do, like we have.
Yeah, that they're just playing and something's seriously wrong.
Yeah.
That's scary though.
Not cool. So So all that talk about how they overestimate these trails, we've played around so much in here that it's been like an hour and a half.
But it's great because you can just walk off the trail and climb the rocks or take alternate trails.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff that zigzags through here.
Take pictures.
This place was free and it's pretty awesome. You could spend as little as 30-45 minutes here or as much as all day. I think this is great, and it's free, so for King Cheapskate.
You've mentioned that it's free like 6 times, but we saw some little kids and a lot of it's paved, so that was pretty cool.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Just to slow me down.
We're here at the Arcadia Academy Bed and Breakfast. This building was built in 1846 as a Methodist high school. It even served as a Union hospital for the Civil War in 1861 through 1863. From there, it was purchased by nuns for a girls' school for like $30,000, everything. So that's funny. But that would have been in like 1877. The school closed in 1971, but it's still being used. There's an ice cream and gift shop. There's a little cafe. They do wedding venues. They do like little murder mystery dinners. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in here. So it's pretty cool.
Man, I love history. Did you already give them the history?
I told them the history, and that's why you came, right?
Yeah, but if you're already done, then I'll just shut up and eat my ice cream. Good story, though. I'm trying to hate it.
It's pretty good. All right, Porter's ice cream and candy shop for the win.
And now that we got our sugar rush, we're gonna head back to camp and call it a night. It's been a great first few days here in Annapolis. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys. So this is the engine runs. This is the engine house runs trail. No, this is the engine's house. This is the engine house ruins trail and various things. And then there was also a rail that had cars roll